Yeah, it's good sub noise, isn't it? Picking up the aces. Picking up the aces, right? Let's not dust it today. We lost a lot of money on GG yesterday. So my balance is getting lower and lower, and it's a bit of a nightmare to deposit. 3-bet me, you funny. Well, that's actually just too good a flop, isn't it? Okay. Okay, buddy. Shit, I can't see properly because I've got some fucking alert on my monitor, which is annoying. Am I in the river here? I unironically can't see what's happening. I'm on the river. Okay. All right. That's what you get for defending Jack Deuce off. Okay. Speaking of Ace King, I guess we're gonna 4-bet here on the roll that we have. Go 19. Get called. We don't block any combos of Ace Queen, which is a shame. Do we continue on this turn? Probably gonna have to, right? Are we ever gonna turn tens into a bluff here is the question. Yeah, I guess just triple. River dependent. There's a lot of shitty rivers, to be honest. It's being ace, that won't be shitty. King might be better. Now what? I'm gonna do this and then probably call off. But I don't really know what's gonna bluff, but... Does he shove? Does he shove jacks? Does he even have jacks? I just literally have no idea what I'm supposed to do there. Queens. Against apparently a proper human being, but just always tends to have it. We're going to see about range here. I think without a spade, we could maybe bet the turn here. I'm going to give it a go. I'm not sure if this is the thing. Maybe it is too thin, but... Block king, queen suited. Block a combo with queen, jack suited. And now we block queen 10 suited as well. I don't know. Check, and hope. The thing is, doesn't like ace 10 suited bluff now? Is this a good combo to call with on river? Against a guy that just always tends to have it against me. I mean, he's going to bluff like ace 10 of spades. It's an interesting one. Ace queen he can definitely have. I guess he has like king jack, ace jack. I'm going to fold against this guy. Apparently he's a fucking proper human being, but I've literally never seen him bluff once. But I think this could maybe be a call. An interesting one. Jacks will be very sigh going with here, I guess. Against reg or potential reg. Don't really know much about him. And have we run into it? Ooh, we are actually ahead here. But for how long is the question? Let's win the first one. I just want to win the first one. Oh, I nearly didn't run it twice. Let me win the first. I'm happy. But... Oh, hello. Hello. I win more than the first. I win more than the first. I'll check that queen's one. I want to see what villain's supposed to bluff with and if we can value bet the turn. Maybe the turn bet is a little bit thin, but... Fucking, this is so annoying, and I really think it's kind of bad for, like, villain to be flatting a lot in these spots. When they have a player left to act. Yeah, I guess I'll still see that. can have nines, you shouldn't really have threes, but this guy looks like a whopper, so mainly trying to target this dude here. So much out there still that can call. I'm going to... The thing is, if he jams, what do I do? I'm dead sometimes. And he jams like 10 jack of hearts, right? That's probably the only combo, though, that jams. This is a really fucking weird one. I'm supposed to shove for value. I guess he can have like 10-9 of hearts. He should fold that pre, but... He shouldn't really have a lot here that beats us, but he almost definitely will. I just don't know if I can fold against like an unknown, right? What do we lose to? Like 10-9 of hearts is like one of the only things I can think of here. I just have to call in case he's randomly bluffing, but I don't think he is. I think we're going to lose here most of the time, to be honest. But I don't think we're going to win. But in case like we fold and he just has something, if he's just rifling an ace-5 of clubs as an unknown. Honestly, I think when we lose, we're going to lose to quads. Nice. I mean, obviously, this is just bad from him, but... Kind of a last chance. You don't see that very often these days. You used to see that kind of shit a lot, like last chance saloon of just being like, well, I can't win, so I'm all in. Like on a 9, he doesn't really have any 9x. It's weird because you don't see it so much these days. So I wasn't expecting to win, basically, but we won, which is nice. What's this guy doing? What is everyone up to here? I literally don't know. Give us the ace of spades on the river. I don't even know what hand you're talking about, Tyler, to be honest. Do I want to check back? I guess I don't want to get... Do I get check raised off in here? I guess check back. Give us the ace of spades. 5's interesting. 5 should give us the best hand, basically, always, if it wasn't already the best hand. Nice. Should almost definitely be good, right? Jesus! Buddy! We want to play more with you. You alright, son? Is everything alright at home? Easy spot to rip here, I think, with this much in the middle. We don't love him snapping. Okay, no diamonds, please. Nice. We chop his money, which is fun. Here, we limp call blind on blind. We're going to call at the turn as well. And then be faced with a decision on river. Probably folding river when we don't improve. It's still an easy call. I think he gives up a lot as well on this river. When it's kind of hard for us to have many hands that want to call, fold that aren't king X of diamonds. This guy does do some weird shit though, but I think we just have ace X to call with here, right? Although if he shoves, is it not an interesting spot where... No, because he just shoves his ace X, right? Because we never have ace king. Yeah. I just call ace X, yeah. Now this is where it gets, like, interesting for me. Because I don't really want to get check raised here, but I also don't think I want to check and give 5 people a free turn. Looks like everyone's coming along for the fucking ride anyway. Queen's interesting. Do I ever want to check? No, I don't think I do. Yeah, I go third again. And then it's going to be interesting on rivers. Because I think we're going to have the best hand most of the time, because I think that better Queen X will check raise. If it goes call, I don't think I can shove rivers. The problem is that I think his low Queen X, so I think Queen 4 is in there as well. Is this the bottom of what I shove? Checking back would feel so nitty. I really don't know what to do here. I think am I going to end up checking back? Do I want to bet small? It feels so fucking nitty. I need it, yeah, fucking... I need him to have Queen 3, Queen Deuce, or like Queen 7 specifically. Do you know why I fucking did that as well? I checked back because there was a spot where I... Fuck's sake. The reason I checked back is there was a spot where I jammed a straight for value in a bomb pot that I was editing today. And I got called by a flush in a spot where he doesn't really have many flushes. And so I've just fucking bottled it there. Just 4-bet me. And I'll just fucking whack it in. I'm pissed off at that. Because I should just shove, man. Like, I don't think he has King Queen or Ace Queen. This is a pretty good play. We're gonna mix with 9-7. I rolled low, so I folded. Call sometimes, fold sometimes, you know. Down here, I have just flatted on a 3 roll. Because I'm a stain. It's gonna check raise, but not versus overbet. I might check jam versus overbet. This guy's a bit of a nit though, so I still think this is a good hand to check jam with, because we should get some nut flushes to fold, right? Nut flush draws to fold. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, and we'll see if it's a thing. I think we get some better draws to fold, and the good news is it doesn't matter what he has, because we're drawing live as fuck against everything. So even when he has pocket tens, which is a possibility, we are still drawing live. So pocket tens, I guess. Ace Jack. Wow, we'll take that. He's fucking called pretty quickly as well. Alright, basically flipping. Let's get once, please. Let's get there once. Fucking hell, come on. Yes. Ping it on the second. Take it. Fun one in a bomb pot here. I'm going to start betting. I should bet a bit smaller than this. I don't like quarter. Yeah, a bit smaller makes sense. Block some good stuff. So I think this is a fun one where we can double, maybe. Do I ever want to triple it off, though? It's a shit one. Because he can have some really good hands here. I mean, yeah, I think just betting, because I'm not too arsed about getting jammed on in a way. And we should fold out some draws now, Queen Jacks and stuff. So bet turn and then give up river, I think. Maybe it's not good to bluff now. We might want to bluff with a... No, because we're not really bluffing a pair. Right, now we have an easy check back, because he can still have boats here, so... He might actually lead river. Which shouldn't really be a thing. Because you don't really want to lead... Yeah, I mean, this is just fucking absolutely terrible. What do you want to lead jam with here? Right, you basically stop me from bluffing, right? There's just nothing you can realistically bluff with. The guy does look like a fucking idiot, though, so maybe he would... No, surely he wouldn't shove, like, Queen Jack with the club here. This I don't love because he's super tight, but with the small size, I'm definitely not folding in position. Good news is, we should get him to fold ace king. Will he check, or will he just... This is a bit loose, this float. It's a bit naughty, this float. Oh, fuck's sake. Gives a spade. Fucking hell. I don't know if I want to bluff this guy on river. Does he just have, like, overpairs is the question. Or does he ever just barrel ace king twice for a laugh? Just gives a spade. Gonna bluff and just get called by aces, I would imagine. And be annoyed at myself for it. But how can I not bluff Jack high? What do you mean fold? That was probably... I don't think I've ever bluffed and just been expecting to get just fucking snapped off as much as that one. Sixes, flops, sets. Against unknowns, I'm not going to be checking back here. Yeah, check results. We'll just call all our bluffs. Guy just open jams 18 bigs. I guess we'll flat with ace king suited. Here, it's going to be interesting on river. Oh, well, that's literally the worst river in the fucking deck. What have you done that for? It's ace queen here. There's no queen. Nice. Crushing in this one. He does check, though. And honestly, I think it's too thin to bet. Genuinely think it's too thin to bet. How annoying is this? Don't have threes or deuces, because it'll upset me. 3 deuce. Oh, I should have just 3-bet the flop. Alright, at least we won. Where's the 3 reduce on the turn? It's just fucking stack city. Sorry, he's muted. Raise and then cry when we get jammed on. Down here, we check call flop versus small bet. He bets really small on the turn, which is weird to me. And then overbets the river. I'd rather have a heart in my hand, but I still think I can call this. Yeah, I don't think I can fold. He's aggressive enough that he's going to have bluffs. Yeah, just random bluffs. Maybe too aggressive. Here we are going to bet versus big blind. We'll get check raise a lot, but that's fine. We have a pretty easy continue. Do you want to see if we have a 3-bet here? We are going to bet this turn. I'm not too bothered about wasting equity with this hand either, so we just got it. Seems pretty good to me. So I need to do a session at some point where we look in GGO Wizard. There's loads and loads of spots from yesterday that I wanted to have a look at. Only 3 likes here and the 90 people watching. That's right, Thomas. Anyone watching on YouTube, please make sure give the video a like. There's 90 people watching and 3 likes. You're taking the piss. I don't know if it makes much of a difference because I'm not going to save the video, but either way, it's still nice to be nice. So these are all regs, so I think this is going to be a shove, but this will be bottom of range. It might even fold this sometimes. Jacks will be a pure fold, but I think in these positions, I'm going to shove queens. This is going to be bottom of range. But feel as though we can't fold here. Nice, free money. Free money. So yeah, these tables are actually really shit, to be honest. But if I keep just picking up queens, things might be all right. Yeah, I think we're just going to bat here. I think it works better than checking. Going to bat flop, we're going to bat turn, and then we'll have some kind of decision on river, depending on what it is. I don't want to get shoved on here either. I think just shoving. I think I bet check. So yeah, because you can still have like all the worst queens. I think the aces and kings I always shove because I unblock the queen, but this one's kind of different. Yeah, just shove and hope we get like not uber snapped off. Wow. We get uber snapped off by kings. He does look like a tight player, but I think I mean, it's just a cooler in it. What can I do? Right, now we've got kings. At 1k, can we win a stack here? 27 is fine. I'm in position. Out of aces, please. Hold. Seven. It's always good to hold the firsts. Come on. Seven. It feels like there's so many aces in the deck. Yes! We take it. We lose a buy-in at 500. We win a buy-in at 1,000 equals profit. Happy days. Picking up the aces. We've been called, and we see a pretty good flop. Really not a lot that beats us. I wonder if we ever check this hand or if we just like... I feel as though range betting this is fine. 8 deuce deuce, because we just have huge advantage in overpair. Especially cut off versus button as well. Where he's supposed to 4-bet jacks plus pure. And probably 10s a load as well. Yeah, we're going to bet flop, bet turn, and then hopefully it's a non-heart river, and then we're going to shove basically every non-heart river. I think going big size now on turn, because we're polar. So even though it skewers the SPR a little bit, I still think going the really big size. 3 bets works fine. So I don't know if we can shove this now. It feels so fucking horribly nitty to check back, though. That's the problem. I'm going to check back like an absolute stain. So he'll have ace queen suited pure, ace jack suited pure, ace 8 of hearts, probably pure. Ace king of hearts should 4-bet prey. Maybe on this board it shoves without the heart, but if I have the heart, we fist bump, get it in. Yeah, right. I'm going to check if we should shove that. And I'm going to check if he should call that on the turn. I actually understand his call, by the way, because he does unblock. He blocks aces, he blocks queens. He should 4-bet that, though, pre. This is what pisses me off. I'm pretty sure it's a 0% call. Maybe not. Actually, this is 2.5. We'll go 13. Not 113. Get called, and again, this is one of those boards that, like, even though it looks like we don't do well in it, I'm pretty sure we do. But he shouldn't always be, especially if he's going 2.5, he shouldn't really be raising 4s and 5s pure, so shouldn't be raising them all that amount, but... we're going to just check and then probably just end up calling down, depending on... I mean, I'm probably going to call down a shitload of run-out. Queens is possible now as well, which sucks. The thing is, I don't feel as though enough opponents will bet shove. Because I feel as though when we call the turn... This is a very weird sizing. Do I just shove? I really don't know here. I can't fold river, even on the king, and the king is not great. Check, check. 8-7. Were you bluffing? Were you value betting? What were you doing, buddy? Alright, we got flatted out the small blind here. 200 deep, I think we're just going to have to bet this hand. And I wonder if the solver would choose a smaller sizing on this board in general against small blind as opposed to big blind. Because I think it would make sense because of what their range looks like. Either way, I'm going to go half pot. And we're almost excited at getting raised here. Almost. Said almost. We could even 3-bet this as well. I think 3-betting this would be fine. We are going to 4-bet kings here. Take it down. So expect to see really big bets. I think they're going to have a set a lot. When they don't have a set, the great news is they can bet here with hands like Jack 9 suited, like Jack 9 of hearts, and then we can cooler them on a river. So we can actually have the best hand here versus basically any size bet. And I'm just going to fucking pray. I don't want it to be the 8 or the deuce of hearts either. So I'm just going to pray for the 4 of hearts. And I'm not even going to look at the river yet. I'm going to peel it out nice and slow. But then I guess I want to see check, though, or like block. I see big bet here, I think. Don't think he's going to big bet on a heart. Oh my god, I've got the nuts. Oh my god, I've got the nuts. Now, the only thing I can really realistically bluff here is ace-10 with the ace of hearts and aces with the ace of hearts. Question is, am I gangster enough to do that? I don't know because we're 200 deep at 1k and L. This is nice. I've got the nuts. This is already... oh my god, and he's called. Oh my god, that is a fucking 4.3k pot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that the biggest part I've ever won online? That may well be the biggest part I've ever won online. Jesus. You love to see it. So I really don't like his play for what it's worth. I think overbetting that turn with that hand isn't particularly... like, that size I don't think is particularly good. I think you'd rather do it with lower flush draws and stuff. Maybe folding out some king-high flush draws. Because I would fold some king-high flush draws there because it's not a nut draw. Whereas when he bets with the king-high flush draw, I always call my ace-high flush draw. Okay. Quarter pot seems pretty good. Jesus Christ, a 4.3k pot, lads. What do you mean? Literally, what do you mean? I think bet check is what I'm going to go for here. He still has like 10s, 9s, 7s, stuff like that. So over here, we backdoor straight, which is pretty cool. Check, check, flop. And get tank call, which is nice, by ace-5 of hearts. And then we have to check and just hope he checks back here. Nice, sweet. So we should win. Yeah, fours. Okay, sweet. Fours should just bluff, really. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh my god. I want to watch that part again, man. That was juice. So yeah, I'm not gonna 3-bet him this time. I'm gonna flat ace king here on the button as well. Nice flop. I mean, I'd rather swap flops, but do I want to bet here? I think so. Think so. Value bet this hand. And then I guess call river versus bet. Block ace-3 suited as well. So I think it's too thin to value bet, but block ace-3 as well. Do we though? Right, we got check raised here. And yeah, we're going to call the turn. I think this is similar spot to when we had the a7 suited, because we can have the best hand here with a pair of 5s. So. Do I bluff versus... no, because I don't really have 6-7 apart from 6-7 of spades. So we're still ahead of like some 10-jack of diamonds, 10-jack of spades, ace-10 of spades, maybe ace-10 of diamonds. So, do we have enough showdown here? So I think when we lose here anyway, I think he's going to have hands like king-queen that's going to go into check call mode, or like pocket 3s. So I think that we have a bunch of showdown here. So I think bluffing this would be pretty bad, because I think he's polar between really strong hands and nothing. And I don't think he has queen X here as well. So I think we win pretty often. Unless he fucking rivers a gutter and checks. I knew I had the best hand, man. Here, we have called a 3-bet blind and blind and flopped absolute gin. I mean, I'm ahead so often here, but I just don't think I can face overbet. I'm just going to fold, which is a bit annoying. Here, I'm probably just going to... am I going to check raise? Let's roll low roll to a flat. I don't know why it's taking so long. We always get to see a river here, but I'm not playing with this guy if he's taking this fucking long. Absolute joke. Is there any merit to shove in? I don't think so. Kind of need to improve on river, though, because I'm never calling this hand on river, right? Or am I? But if I'm going to call on river, I might as well just shove turn, right? Ding, ding, fucking ding. Have king queen with the king of diamonds and go all in. Be an adult. Check, check. It's still a shove as well. When you unblock the jack, it's still 100% a shove. Downgrade. So annoying, man. So fucking annoying. So, let's run the big one for Matty Gambles. He might not even flat from... Was I hijack? He might not even play calls from the small blind with King 9 suited. It's pure fold. 200 deep. What about versus cutoff? Okay, it's in there at some frequency. And then the big blind folds. So, let me just... I want to just make sure I get the hand correct for this one. Right, so I actually opened under the gun, so he's... Maybe he actually calls... No, because we still 2.5x under the gun. So we basically can't run it, but let's pretend it's against cutoff, because villain has a little bit of thingy. So he's technically butchered it there, but maybe he... I don't know, maybe he thinks he's got an edge or whatever. So I want to make sure I get the right board. So the small blind calls here, and then we go to 10, 5, 8... Villain checks, and so 200 deep, I think going bigger is fine. I actually went a little bit bigger, but for the sake of argument, we're going to go this size. A7 of hearts, basically always betting. And villain check raises to a big size. So King 9 of hearts is in there pretty often. So they're going to have 10s at a frequency, they're going to have 8s, they're going to have 5s. They're mixing their entire range, though, so they're not pure raising any one hand here, so that they are balanced. Let's say they do raise to 100%. I debated, I think 3-betting is fine here. It's not having any 3-bets at 200 deep, though. So even 10 is just pure calls. So we call, and then the turn comes the 2 of spades, and villain bets. Okay, 175% is in there. And King 9 does do it. I just thought this wasn't a particularly amazing one to do it with. I'd much rather do it with nut flushes, and then combo draws, 7-6 of hearts, Jack 9 of hearts, stuff like that. But this is pretty GTO. Wow, it folds. Why would you ever fold? The thing is, we just have the best hand loads. King 6 of hearts. Block King 7. King 9 of hearts. Jack 9 of all suits. Like, he's literally polar between fucking sets and bluffs. And we beat bluffs. He's not betting ace 10. A tiny bit of ace 10, which we block. Well, it's just only ace 10 suited. Ace 10 that's not even in there because he doesn't flat. He's got some 5x, which we do okay against because we've got overs. I mean, this is saying it's 0 EV. If it folds half the time, it's 0 EV. And this is versus 175. I don't think he went 175. I think it was a bit less. Let's say versus 125. I'm surprised it folds ever. It calls pure again at 125, but still 0 EV. I guess, as well. Well, it says call is plus EV and fold is 0, but... whatever. And then the river comes... The 6 of hearts. Ah, he wasn't shoving for pot here. No, he was. So he doesn't really have all in. So he's got 10% or yeah, I thought half pot wouldn't really be in there. Look at this. King 9 suited, pure bets 35%. But so do sets as well. They have the occasional sort of merge here. Like nut flush shove and then hands like Queen Jack off. Queen 9 actually shoves as well. We bet 35%, and then we have the easiest all-in of all time. And I told you, aces with the ace of hearts is pure bluffing here. Ace 10 with the ace of hearts doesn't really have it in this line, but when it does, it's calling, which is interesting. So we shove, and then villain's got a very easy call with King 9 suited for chunks of EV. But yeah, the turn fold doesn't make any sense to me. That it folds at a frequency. I know it's 0 EV, so it doesn't matter what you do effectively. But it doesn't make any sense to me. Ace Queen suited folding sometimes. Ace King of Hearts pure folding. That's really low EV. But that makes sense because I think the 7 is way better. So look at the EV of calling these ones. Like I know that we have some showdown with the deuce, and I know that we have a gutter with Ace 3 and Ace 4. But these are just absolute print calls. Whereas A7 suited is just 0 EV. But when you include implied odds, it just doesn't make sense to fold. But I guess the reason the solver will do this as well, it'll bet 175% with King 9 suited because it's supposed to fold out some nut flush draws. That's why it doesn't go 125%, because then it keeps them all in. Obscene to me, though, that it has it. Aces Cutoff opens, we 3-bet the button. Cutoff flats ace queen off, which has a little bit, but I figured it wasn't really in there. And we get a very sexy 8 deuce deuce. Villain checks. Surely we range bet this. Checking a little bit. Aces sometimes. So, yeah, I think half pot is good on this texture. Villain has ace queen off, and all combos continue here. Then the turn came the 6 of hearts. Villain checks. So ace is never checking here. Just doesn't trap anything, right? Apart from eights, I guess. Yeah, eights traps, which makes a shitload of sense. I thought maybe aces with a heart would check back, and you can see it very, very slightly starting to check back with the heart. There's a little bit of green with the heart, which makes sense. Same with kings with the king of hearts. It likes to check back sometimes. But mainly just always bet. And we go 75%, and ace queen does actually call it a frequency, which is surprising. And then the thing I wanted to see was on the 7 of hearts. Do we ever... So he has some donk shoves. So he turns these into bluffs. This isn't going to happen, so it's whatever. Ace queen with no heart donk shoves. So villain checks, and look at that. We only shove aces with the spade and the heart. So I'm glad we found the check back in-game. I would be shoving all combos of aces with a heart, though. I don't give a shit. But without a heart, we never, ever shove. So I'm glad I found that in-game, and I'm not a total nit boy.